The United Nations order exists on paper. For us, as a small country, it is slightly important to advocate for this. But we must admit to ourselves and understand well that after the action in Venezuela, it is also completely clear that international public law and the United Nations Charter do not function at all. In the world, the law of power dominates, the right of the stronger. Whoever is stronger oppresses, and that is the only principle of contemporary politics that exists in the world today. There is no other principle. And it was said at the time that Europe has no more business intervening and meddling in American affairs on American continents. They have always adopted a policy afterward that was supposedly isolationist, waiting for the right moment, even during World War II. There are a few, like us, roughly respecting international law, but this was not the case, and so on. But somewhere, we are hesitant to interfere in great relations, but we are not blind to see what actually happened. When you have such circumstances, it is clear that Americans want full dominance in the world about energy, but they want separation and some kind of agreement with China and America. As for the combat operations, it was a big nothing. That is clear to you, as it was all managed through intelligence. That is the essence of the world. But Americans today control 51% of the total production, the total oil reserves. They have, therefore, absolute dominance by taking over oil sources in Venezuela and oil reserves in Venezuela, around the world. And that is without whether they control Saudi Arabia or whether they control some other. That is without that. That is what is directly in American hands today. So, great dominance of the USA regarding oil, and they will continue wanting to push out Russians and Chinese. Have you heard that they made some road somewhere? No, neither have I. No one will hear this, and they won't hear. The little they put in their own pockets, that's it. As for Novi Sad, we'll see about it. There are elections this year, so we'll take a look at the results. As for the dictator, I am such a dictator that they can freely say every day that I am a dictator, and every day compare me to Hitler in the mainstream media. I'm given to hear that my father is not my father, that my mother, who is now an old woman, was a prostitute when she was young and worked with Albanians, that my brother is a criminal, that my son is a criminal. If my little son were a hologram, if my daughter had a villa and then large apartments in Berlin, even though she has absolutely nothing, and so on. That's the kind of dictator I am. True dictatorship from 2000 to 2012, when you were not allowed to say anything anywhere, I am proud of. Democracy in Serbia, as I am proud of the fact that we managed to endure what was supposed to happen here in February and March.